in the place between Salinger and Peach stand off against two strange, erratically moving, shadowy creatures. While in the real world, there are insectoid creatures coming down the bridge toward the group of you that are making your way up toward the temple. There's a larger contingent of these creatures, the carapist insect creatures. They're maybe 4 minutes away, but they had looked as though they'd been out on patrol, but the sounds of battle are luring them back toward the temple. If you have not, go ahead and roll initiative. So, everyone. Salinger. Your turn. You're the first to go. You can see these creatures moving toward you. They don't seem to travel. They're one place and then they kind of flicker and they appear in another place. Wait, were they already closer? Each time they move, they're getting closer to you.
Well, I know that smashing them with a hammer works, so Sal will run towards them before they flicker where we don't want them to be and attack it. I'm gonna have to use my bonus action to cast a spell to have enough movement to reach this thing. Which will be Zephyr Strike. So if this hits, I'll do an extra 7 force damage. And I'll keep attacking recklessly since I'm trying to swing a giant hammer with just one arm. $23.
3 hits.
Alright, so running forward, using the momentum going up the hill, so I'll lean into the strike, coming down on this weird flickering shadow thing. He'll make a growling noise, and Poppy will spit acid over his shoulder as she runs right behind him, following in. Well, hops and glides while running. She'll come in for a total of 22 plus 7, so 29 damage.
And the first hit that hit the creature, what damage type was it?
The first is magical bludgeoning, followed by force, then acid.
Alright, you see when you hit the creature with the hammer, after the blow lands, the creature's body flickers. It seems to change a bit.
Don't like that.
Gains resistance to bludgeoning damage. Anything else?
Well, I'm going to take the seconds. Yeah, I'll take my second attack and immediately understand if I hit it what it just did. 9 on the second swing.
19 hits.
Alright, so with the resistance, it'll only take 6.
Yeah, and you feel on that second swing of your hammer, it almost passes through.
Well, that's not ideal. And I end my turn.
Casey, your turn.
All right, Casey, standing just behind Ez, sees all these bugs up the path, and he says, "Ez, I'm going through, yeah?" Snaps a finger, and a ball of energy appears in his hand. Throws it right past Esmond's head, straight towards the creature to his left. And Casey does not take a step, which will make this attack advantaged. And if it hits, there's going to be some sneak attack dice. This chaotic ball of energy flies past Esmond's head. 24 to hit. The ball of energy the ball of energy crashes into this creature without any discernible element. It is psychic damage. It just kind of rattles through its carapace, doing 27 damage.
What type of damage was that?
So psychic damage. The carapace of the creature rattles and then shoots out, jumping to a second creature as I rolled double sevens.
Oh.
The creature just to the northeast of him. 25 to hit. This damage, ignore that d6. This damage hits the creature and it kind of shudders through him, and he's pushed back slightly as he does 18 force damage. And that's my turn.
Just north of Esmond, one of these creatures comes skittering downward, kind of turning sideways on the rocks for just a moment. The creature comes at Esmond with sharp pincers. Currently looking at 26 to hit.
We'll take it.
33 magical damage.
Wait, he's within 60 feet of me. I can make you reroll for that. Hold on.
He's definitely within 60.
It takes my reaction. I forced you, the attacker, to reroll the d20, and you have to use the new roll.
Nice. And tell us what ability that is.
Runic Shield.
Oh,
God fucking damn.
it says you have to take the new roll.
Yeah, it does. It does. This is... Kabeth's helping!
I'm sorry, I made it worse.
Well, husband, you're now looking at 65? 65 magical slashing.
God fucking damn it.
Does it? Does it have to hit, or can we use destiny points to overrule that if possible?
Oh, you could. Okay, so she used an ability to make it reroll. You can still use destiny points to make it reroll.
Oh no, actually, could I use an inspiration instead?
Yes, but you'll have to. Yes. You can.
Yes. I mean, it can't be worse than natural 20. So let's just get. Yeah, I'll burn my inspiration for a reroll of that.
Wait a minute. Can you use inspirations to make other people reroll? I can't remember. No.
Oh, no,
I think
you
that's
can't.
your
You're right, you're
rolls
right,
only
you're
for
right.
inspirations.
Christ. All right, I'll use my. I'll use 2 spark points to force a reroll of that.
I can I use my points instead, since I did this to you?
You could. I'll let you guys decide.
I mean, I won't stop you.
It's 2 points, right?
Yeah, 2 points.
Correct.
All right, here we go.
I will take it from mine because that's my bad.
25.
It'll still hit.
Okay, we'll use the first damage. So 33 magical slashing.
The creature's going in for a chomp, about to bite at Esmond's shoulder. Kabeth, go for his head! What?
Strike true. With that, Esmond is bloody.
Ah, god damn it.
It's not good when the healer says that.
Yeah, you're not laughing a whole lot now, are you, bitch?
It's not good when the tank is bloody.
Esmond, your turn.
That ball of energy passes by from Casey, and without even looking back, Esmond adjusts his glasses as he's hounded by this creature that comes at him, and focusing in, seeing the possible realities, possible futures, he is going to strike with his sword. 2 attacks. The 23 to hit.
23 will indeed hit.
That's 11 slashing damage. Second attack. $25 to hit for 12 slashing.
So hit. Carving in the creature's hard carapace, but it's still standing.
That is my turn.
Van's backing his way kind of up the hill, protecting the civilians in the back. You can call out, "There's more coming! We've got to keep moving!" And then he's going to start moving. Samsel comes running forward. Says, "We're getting We gotta go. She reaches up to her necklace and she plucks off a little bead. She hurls it forward and it streaks through the air, exploding in a burst of flame between two of those creatures. She got a really good fire.
Yeah, it was real good.
You know, when you watch the best, pick up a few things.
One, but full for the other. Unfortunately, they are resistant. The one on the right has been bloodied in that burst of flame. She looks at her necklace. She goes, "Oh no, almost out." Actually, no. Let me actually. So I haven't actually. So she has an ability called Deep Pockets, or Good Pockets. And she can use a bonus action, or into player cunning action, to activate a magical. So throwing that fireball was her bonus action. And with her action, she pulls back her slingshot. Ding! It just bounces off. Oh, dang. See, one of them goes over the side and he's crawling along the side of the bridge coming at you.
I don't think that's fair at all.
Another one. Scurrying along up to Esmond. Currently looking at 25 to hit.
Yeah, I'll take it.
30 magic.
Plus bloody, which is what for you now?
Same as for you guys. So 7. Alright, good Beth. Your turn.
Question: you made me smaller. Does that mean more than a minute had passed since we began combat in the last session?
I just copy-pasted you guys from the map. If you're still big, you're big.
Okay, cool. Because I had other things that only last a minute, and I was like, are they all gone? Oh god. Okay. I still have my greatsword out. I will move. That makes sense? Sure. Yeah. It defaulted. I was like, ah. And I'm gonna take a whack at the one next to me, I think. Actually, am I gonna do that? Hang on. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level on Esmond who is bloodied.
Yes. What's it look like? This Kabeth cures his wounds.
I also think I might have a thing that lets me reroll some stuff. No. Wait, that only rolled 1d8, right? Oh no, you add both of those together. Okay. It was just looked weird. Okay. Yeah, Kabeth runs up and she sees Esmond is gravely hurt and her eyes go wide and she reaches out and touches him on the shoulder and she's like, "Don't die, we need you." And you feel an intense warmth flow into your body and your wounds knit up just a teeny bit from magic from her.
And you also get to add the total number of classes who can cast that spell that you have. So, like, for example, let's just say you're getting it from Paladin.
That would be correct.
Levels, yeah, you can
I have 7 levels, so you can add 7 onto that.
So 16 plus.
Let's see. That was my action. I'll use my bonus action to... Actually, wait, no. I think that's all I can do. You know what? No, I'll also... Wait, I can't cast 2 spells in one turn, can you? Even if they're different?
If one of them
economies?
is a cantrip, but I don't think Paladin's a
I don't have cantrips, which sucks. Okay, that's all I can do.
Back in the place between. The creature there in front of Salinger seems to lash out with an attack. First using its bonus action. Does a 17. What? I can wait. I can see. No, sorry.
It does.
Yeah, so you're struck for 19 points of force damage. Yeah, and then having hit you. So hitting you with that, you become grappled. Shadowy limbs wrap around you. It opens its mouth, a grin spreading across its face. Comes in for a bite. Roll it again. Oh, 2 14s. I don't think either of those are going to hit you.
No, it kept trying to bite my left arm, but there was no arm there to bite.
Just nothing.
That's humorous.
The one farther north flickers out of existence. It appears right there. Let's use Dolphin's movement. Doc, you're up.
And watching as Esmond gets bloodied, she begins to rush in to help. Kabeth running in front. Is there a place that she can stand next to Esmond right now, Chris?
Actually, I don't think that there is.
Okay. Yeah, she sees Kabeth Beth running by, and she's like, Beth, get out of the way! I can't get to Esmond! And she's going to cast a spell she hasn't spent in a while. She's going to cast Bane on the two that are right there. They need to make charisma saving throws, DC 19.
Failure and a success.
For the one that succeeded, 1 second. I'm going to use the ability to see if I can get it. I'm going to use a, yeah. I'm going to use Constellation to have the one that succeeded to reroll.
Tell us how this is working. You rolled a notice. You rolled a D8.
Yeah. That'll come into play. After roll a second time, maybe nothing will happen.
Okay. What ability are you using to make it reroll?
Oh. The Cosmic Omen.
Ah.
So that's just when I roll the d8, but I'm using Constellation to have it reroll its saving throw. Or 2 points.
It works. It fails instead of succeeds.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, both of them feel slightly less capable than they did just moments before. And then, in a desperate attempt to see if she can squeeze out a path that Esmond could run, or she can run to Esmond, she's going to push the one on the left-hand side 5 feet back, if she can. Make it roll a strength saving throw. Nothing happens.
Casey, roll a perception check.
That's my best thing. $32.
Yeah, and in the midst of this battle, you've sent out, you sent out blasts of energy. As you glance back, and you see, looks like Ava casting a spell or focus on the creature there beside Esmond. You see that overlaid on top of Ava are these like lines of constellations, right? Like stars in the sky. Just for a moment, you see a flickering, just a flicker of an image of just like Ava, a feminine form, but almost looks as though it's sort of lupine in nature, with 2 tall ears and like a central, almost like a star right in the middle of the forehead. And it's gone.
Yeah, Casey raises his eyebrows. Later, and then turns back to the action.
Anything else on your turn?
Ava moves a little bit and tries to position herself. Yeah, right behind Kabeth, next to Casey. That's it. I was going to give him a benefit, but I can't. I'm all done. All out of stuff. Oh, she does say, like, hang on, Esmond! From around the bed.
See another one of those insect creatures comes running forward, goes down over the side of the bridge, scurries along the side of it. That's it right there. Back in the place between Peach Pine.
Peach blinks and realizes that Salinger is back if he ever really wasn't there at all. And rather than running forward with her rapier, she instead falls down onto one knee and just starts to whisper a little melody to herself. And she's targeting the southernmost shadow creature with dissonant whispers.
Which type of wisdom?
It's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Creature fails.
On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
So roll your damage.
$13.
Creature almost seems to reach up and grab its head, convulsing in different forms, after images around top of each other, and then it just vanishes, appears farther away. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, Peach will holler to Salinger and just say, "Hey, do you want me to stay back here or come on up? Whatever makes sense." And that'll end her turn.
Salinger, your turn.
Quick rules thing. I know you can draw a weapon as part of an attack, but sheathing one, especially in the case of a big hammer, would that use a movement or an action or a bonus action?
The way I do it is you can sheath and draw a weapon for half your movement.
Okay. So Sal will respond to Peach and say, "I can't quite figure how these things move. Just stay close enough that they can't separate us." And then he'll notch the hammer on his back and stab down with the spear at the creature. Maybe they're demons. Sal's never seen a demon. Maybe this is what demons. So 27 to hit.
Just 7 hits. And what's
Alright.
the base damage?
8 piercing. Poppy will react with another acid spit. For 5. And then if the thing is a demon, devil, or tiefling, it takes an extra d6.
Right, well, if this weapon unerringly hurts demons, these must not be demons.
Dang. Alright, do my second... does it react and shift again?
It does. So it changes... You see its body change. Gains resistance to piercing.
Sal grumbles and says, "This is getting increasingly annoying." So I could use the other half of my movement to now sheath the spear and pull back out the hammer?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so he's kind of like cussing and fumbling, is able to swap the weapons again, and then awkwardly swings the hammer around an arc. Ooh, 16 to hit. I'm going to go ahead and use a Bardic Inspiration that I got earlier. 20 good?
20 hits.
Alright, 17 bludgeoning.
And actually, I think Poppy is splash bloodied it. So you also get bloody damage.
Oh, nice.
This thing's hurt bad. You can see its body is barely maintaining its form.
Sal gives a side eye over his shoulder, makes a motion with his head, uses his bonus action, and Poppy leaps and goes down for a bite.
Are Poppy's attacks magical?
Yes. At this level, they are.
Awesome.
Only a 17 to hit, though.
A 17 is not going to hit.
Gotcha. So, chomping a miss. And then she's so fast, she just kind of glides back and lands behind me where she was again.
Okay. Anything else in your turn?
I'll end my turn.
You can speak on your turn for free, because I think Peach had asked you a question.
Yeah, so I've still got a reaction technically, but I've literally used every other resource I possibly can. Bonus action, all of my movement, 2 attacks.
Yeah, he already answered me too.
Oh, understood. Okay. Casey, you're up.
Chris, can I move through these rocks to the north of me?
There'd be difficult terrain, but yeah.
Through there. And am I in the threat range of this guy?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. It's distracted by the civilians. You can go.
Thing is, I've never been one to run away from a fight. Okay. Yeah, Casey turns, seeing the bug run by him, and is a little offended. So he turns to face the creature, and the great sword on his back bangs into the rock, and he reaches back to grab onto it and pulls out not the great sword, but a blade of flames. We've seen this before. And as it brings it around to the front, he's like, all right, just like last time, huh? Kind of glances over the edge of the cliff and then spins and slashes up at the creature. It doesn't move, so it's going to be advantage, and there's going to be sneak attack if he hits. There's the advantage. And did that not go through? That's it. It's a 15 to hit.
Means glance off the creature's armor.
Yeah. He swings wildly at the creature and stumbles towards the edge of the cliff. Kind of leans over onto that rock and steadies himself up. How does she do this? Looks over his shoulder back at the creature. It's like, all right then. Let's have it. It's going to be my turn.
Creature there, just north of Esmond, comes in, reeling up. It comes down with a slash of its pincers. It has Bane, if I do recall. This one does too. Oh. Oh, 12. That's certainly not going to hit you.
Hit who?
Esmond.
Oh yeah, thank God, because that attack would have put me down. No, that does not hit.
Pincer swipes right by in front of you. But you managed to maybe parry it away with this. Esmond, your turn.
Esmond's got some bite marks on his shoulders. He's looking real rough right now. Nowhere to go though, so we're just gonna second verse, same as the first. Swing again.
20 attack. Oh no.
You know what? That's fine. I've got an inspiration for this.
Alright, roll it again. Oh, 29. Much better than a 1. That'll hit.
Do I use that first damage, or since it's
Yeah,
inspirational?
first damage.
Okay, 15 slashing plus bloody, so 22 total slashing.
Some good foresight, saving that inspiration.
That's right. Hack through the creature's armor. Greenish blood splattering down onto the snow-covered stone. It's still alive, but it's hurt bad.
Oh, Esmond is breathing heavy. Second attack.
Seven will also hit.
For 12 slashing.
Once again, more blood spluttered on the ground. Anything else on your turn?
I'm double checking real fast. Nope. That's it. That's my turn. Ava's got me. She's got me.
Bane, right there next to you. He's got the Grumps Tall Breaker in hand. Going to make some swings. Actually, no, it doesn't. Yeah, he kind of swings the axe to ward the creature off, but then he reaches out with a hand and touches Esmond on the shoulder. You're healed for 18 points of damage. Esmond, get that up there!
So helpful.
He spins. He's gonna swing. He just so Brunhilde. 17 doesn't hit. He just smashes the creature with the shield. No damage.
Clarification question. I have Aid on me, which currently brings my max HP to 114 for 8 hours. Do I count my half HP as whatever half of that is, or is it my half of my original?
Yeah, it's changing your max HP.
Asmund is still bloody.
Well, Samsel pulls back on the slingshot again. Come on. But she's trying to fire through so many friends. Wait, she's gonna move. Yeah, she steps a little to the side, pulls back the slingshot, and closes one eye. She just uses a regular sling stone. Oh, ping! It just bounces right off. And then she's going to use some of her movement to stow away her slingshot, sticking it on her arm. And she whips out a wand, magic missiles, shakes it around. Come on. I need one more. Several magic missiles firing off different directions, converging on the creature. 8, 9, 10, 13. Yeah, right there. 3 bolts hit that creature just north of you, Esmond. And it swells and explodes, sending green bits all over the even thing.
Thanks, Samsel. Also, I did my math incorrectly. I am currently above bloody.
Jeez, we can do it. So one of those creatures comes along the side, up onto those uneven rocks, but doesn't seem to have any trouble standing there. Goes right for Casey. "21 can hit you."
Yes. Oh wait, who are you hitting?
Casey.
Excuse me.
Am I within 5 feet?
You are?
Oh, I didn't injure myself. I think I might be able to block that with something other than that thing that failed really bad earlier. Hold on.
It can't fail twice.
I mean...
Do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, redeem it. Come on.
Sorry. Bear with me while I scroll through 50 different things to find the ability I'm looking for.
That's fair. Just locked in Mortal Kombat over here.
Let's see. When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus. It's either that or I try that stupid shield thing again. But honestly, he rolled an 11, and what are the odds of getting worse than that? Let's do the interception.
Do 6
All right.
damage.
Yep.
So -8. And
I was gonna wait if Alec was gonna do something. If this
So-
is just a damage reduction, I'll see if I can use something to change it.
you would
Okay.
reduce it by 13 damage.
Okay. Okay, so if it hits, we'll do that. It sounds like Ava, you want to interfere with the attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. See what happens.
Okay.
You guys, I'm so flattered.
All right.
Care about me.
It's
It be-
odd.
Becomes 16.
It's a 16 hit you, Casey. Yes, it does.
Well.
16. Oh.
So,
Look at that fucking grin. Look at that grin on Isaac. He's so ready.
yeah. As this creature's skittering in and doing its mandible thing, both Kabeth and Doc step up to Casey's aid, and him there in front of him, wings of flames sprout from his back and curl around in front of him to also block the pincers and making it miss with a 16.
Okay. Okay, so Kabeth, you don't have to spend that resource you were doing, and the attack misses instead.
I actually don't expend a resource other than my reaction, so
Nice.
There we go.
Meanwhile, creature there on the left attacks husband.
Why? Why Esmond?
he's trying to kill you.
It's fucked up is what it is.
Currently looking
He's
at a natural
succeeding.
20.
Oh man. Esmond, protect yourself. Quit getting out front.
I'm within 5 feet. I can. Well, do we try for the shield again?
It literally can't get worse than a natural 20. I mean,
Let's do it. Yeah. I'll use the runic shield.
Alright, so you're using Runic Shield, and that's your reaction, right?
Yes.
Oh, you break out the nice shields for Esmond. I see how it is.
I deserve it.
22, much better than a natural 20.
Much better. It still hits.
It's an 18 because of Bane.
Aha. 18, does it hit you? Does an 18 hit you? I think it does, Esmond.
Oh, come on, Esmond. Do something.
So,
Look, we have a lot of fighting to do. I have to be very conservative.
alright, Esmond, you're looking at 43 points of magical slashing damage.
43. Oh, from the earlier hit. Ah. Fuck me. God damn it. Shield.
Aha. So, you're casting the shield spell.
Yes, I am, you bastard. I know that's what you've been wanting.
It raises your armor class to a
21.
21, and the 18 will miss you. Alright, so the pincer comes down, striking the shield. You are defended.
Esmond reacts, throwing up, or casting shield, and he just grumbles under his breath like that was holding on to that rubble rattle.
Kabeth, your turn.
This time I raise my sword and I'm gonna take some whacks at this stupid bug.
Alright, left or right?
The one that has been attacking Esmond.
Okay.
Casey will be fine for a while. Esmond is in dire need. 24 on the first swing.
24 hits.
Doc's gonna use her reaction to be like, smite his ass!
If I hit on the next swing, I will use Divine Smite.
You can use it now! You can use it after you hit!
Yeah, but they're resistant to the damage, so it's like... Yeah, hold on.
Isaac Beth also went to the school of conservation, same as Esmond.
Where the fuck on my sheet does it tell me what this does? No. We're not going to use it on this strike. I don't have that many spell slots. Alright, so the first hit does 13. I'm going to take another swing at it.
Wait, Ava, you already used your reaction to do Cosmic Omen.
You're right, I did. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Doesn't matter. It's like I never heard you.
Heal for a small amount.
Oh, God damn it.
So, okay, wait. So what does that affect? Does that affect me just now then?
Yeah, all creatures.
All creatures.
All the bad guys.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
I hit it again. Let's see. I feel like I have a thing that lets me reroll damage, but which of the 5 million things lets me do that?
What thing are you trying to figure out right now? Sorry.
I feel like I have something that lets me reroll damage if I roll a 1, but which of the 5 million things lets me do that?
Savage Attacker is a feat that does that. Do you have that feat?
Chris, I literally can't remember anymore. I do have that. I have that feat. Yes. Yes, I do. And I forgot all about it. Once per turn, I can roll my damage. I can reroll the weapon's damage dice and use either total. Does that apply just to the bonus of Giant Smite? I don't really feel the need to reroll.
It just applies to the weapon damage itself. It doesn't affect the other things.
The Giant Smite? I mean, Giant Smite is the weapon damage, but just because I'm stronger, it sort of like adds it on.
Right, but it's just the weapon damage roll itself.
Is it too late to reroll the first damage? The 8.
In this round? No, that's fine. You can. Yeah.
Okay. A thing I forgot I could do. Okay, let's reroll just the first. I'm just gonna click the ability again.
Hey.
And another. Wow, another 8. Okay, I guess that 8'll stand. So I did total so far. And let me see how many spell slots I got. I'll use a first level spell slot and Divine Smite for that second hit.
And a Divine Smite.
Let's add 6 damage to that.
Okay, so that second attack is... Are we still on the first attack or second attack? Second attack is 10, 11 damage, plus 6 rating?
I mean, I'm hitting the same creature, does it matter?
Yeah, alright, yes. The slashing damage works great. The radiant damage, as you already know, they are resistant.
$27 damage, right?
Yes. Well, I applied the first attack on them.
Sure. Is it bloodied yet?
It is not.
Esmond, are you bloody still?
I'm good at the moment. I'm just over.
I'm trying to decide if I want to action surge. I'm going to save it because I have a feeling you have something worse waiting for us. That's my turn. Carry on.
Back in the place between. The creature that had fled. It vanishes in a blink, appears behind Salinger, taking a swipe. Oh, dang. There's a mechanic thing I forgot. It's fine for the last one, but moving forward, you're currently grappled, so your movement's 0, so you can't switch weapons.
That is important.
This creature's going to use its bonus action to grasp at you. 12's going to miss you. It's going to try to bite you, which has advantage because you are grappled by the other creature. 16. Oh, just barely hits you?
Is exactly my armor.
Looking at 19 force damage, and you are forced, if you have spell slots, to expend your lowest level spell slot. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I'll lose a first spell.
Alright, the creature's healed for 10. Other creature is already grabbed.
Is this the southern one or the northern one attacking?
The southern one just attacked.
Thank you.
Now the northern one is attacking. $27. Looking at 30 force damage, and you must again expend your lowest level spell slot. Let me know what level it is.
Still for
Creature's healed for 10. Back in the real world.
And seeing there's no space still to be able to help the front group, and recognizing, she looks over her shoulder and sees the giant bug and the civilians. When Casey slashes at it with his fire sword, does it seem to get the bug's attention?
Yeah, it looks as though Casey pulling at that sword and slashing the creatures has made them turn, sort of face Casey instead of going after the civilians.
Okay. Ava is going to fire, use a gesture with her hand and pull together two fireworks, seem to split out as two guiding bolts head in opposite directions, trying to hit two of the bugs, one on her left and one on her bottom right. So one on the left that's attacking Esmond, yep, and the one on the bottom right.
important question. Do you point each of your arms outward, or do you cross them in front of you?
Oh, she, you know what? She does one, and taking a note from Casey, she's been watching him too long. One goes across her chest, and the other goes behind her head.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. Alright, I will roll to see if I can attack those. Ooh, the second one. The second one might be a misfire. I think I might want to change that.
Currently looking at a natural 1.
Ooh, you know what? Honestly, nope. That happens. She does it. She was trying to be fancy. She put her arm behind her head instead. So she shoots the one on the top left, and then the one on the bottom right. Maybe.
It's way off. In case something hits you in the back. You're not sure what it is.
But you're glowing.
Well, yeah, but what's new about him?
Oh, sorry. Yep. And then she's gonna... just for giggles, to try again. That bug that's standing up on the ledge, and the one that she did not shoot at, she's gonna try to push him back over the ledge. So have him roll a strength saving throw. Nothing happens.
Jiggles a little bit.
Yep. And then she's looks at Casey. She's saying, I won't be as fancy next time. Sorry. That's the end of her turn.
Immediately taking advantage of the opportunity, that bug leaps in with an attack at Casey. Advantage. Oh, wait a minute. No, you're still shielded, right? But it's a 21.
That the flaming wings only last for that attack, so I'm not shielded. So yeah, 21 would hit.
Yeah, you're looking at 36 magical slashing damage.
Yep.
At least between Peach Pine. Turn.
So Peach, noticing the creature that has grabbed a hold of Salinger, is going to kind of switch her focus and direct her attention toward that one. And she will fall down on one knee and start to whisper that same melody as before, but only that shadow creature that is grappling Salinger can hear it, and she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Resistance. Wisdom. So weird that it's wisdom. It makes the saving throw, so I'll take half damage.
So that's 5.
Plus bloodied, because it is bloodied. So yeah, you're doing good damage. It's still alive.
Nice.
It does not turn.
Alright. And then Peach will holler to Sal. I'm doing the best I can, but you might be... I don't know. Let me know if you're getting too hurt.
Anything else in your turn? So general.
Sal's eyes are gonna go to like a gray fog, and he's gonna roar out this guttural sound going into a rage, and then try to push the hammer as hard as he can up through this thing, grappling him to knock it off.
Are you trying to break the grapple, or are you attacking him?
I'm going to break it by killing him, I hope.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh no, I'm going to use 2 threads to reroll that attack.
Ooh, okay. You get to choose the result. Oh,
Take the crit.
Natural 20. Alright, what's your total damage here?
So it's 20 bludgeoning, but I believe it's still resistant. So that ends up being 10 plus bloodied, plus 3d6 radiant from the crit proc that reverberates out like a wave and hits the other creature behind me as well.
Okay, give me just that bludgeoning damage first, the total, plus bloodied.
So it would have been 20, plus bloodied makes it 30, then it gets halved, right? So 15?
15. Alright, and then what's the radiant?
Good God. Let's roll some full 8s.
Soldiers, you obliterate the creature to your north. Tell us the story.
Driving the hammer up through where this creature was, it disperses, and then kind of like he's lifting a torch, the shockwave goes out from it, knocking the other creature back 10 feet as well. And then he spins around with the momentum of it, swinging down at the other creature behind him with the second attack.
As that first creature basically explodes, you see it as it breaks apart, it forms 2 of those smaller creatures you faced before.
Oh, goody! Okay, so I'll hit the other big one, because I probably would not have had time to correct mid-swing. Like, there's no way that makes sense. So he'll, hit the other big one.
You are free from the grapple.
$26 to hit.
That hits.
So 18 magical bludgeoning, and then Poppy will react with an acid spit. Or 2.
Yep. And so this one uses its reaction to become resistant to bludgeoning.
Okay. And the last part of my turn, Sal, still in a rage, will look up at Peach and say, "I'm fine." And I'll be done.
Alright, back in the real world. Casey.
Yeah, the last pincer comes in and strikes Casey in the side and digs in, pushing him into the nearby rock, and blood starts to slowly seep out. He is bloodied. He shoves the creature off, kind of looks over his shoulder at the other one. Nips up onto this rock here. He's like, all right, you want to play rough? Tosses the flame blade over the side of the little cliff there. Straightens up. Magma lines, glowing bright, burn 4 conflagration points to regain a level 3 spell slot, and cast Fireball pretty much right next to myself to get me and the 2 pugs in it.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, throws it almost right at his feet with a...
DC 16. Oh no, natural 20 from the north one. And just barely making it on the second one.
That's brutal.
The one in the north seems to cross its pincers up in front of itself, blast arcing around on either side. It takes no damage from the fireball. The one in the south is going to take 17 fire damage.
So I also made my save. And you know the thing I said earlier when it happened? I'm not resistant to my own fire, but I can't dodge it.
Yeah, so no damage.
No damage to Casey. He makes his dex save.
Anything else in your turn?
That's gotta be it. I can't move away, so.
Husband.
I've got this big glowing guy in front of me. I gotta do something about that. I'm gonna take a swing. With advantage. Damn, 25 to hit. So 9 slashing on that first hit.
Effective damage.
It's not blooded, is it?
It is not blooded.
Ah, shoot.
It might have been,
Second
but it was healed earlier.
Boo, I say. Second attack.
A natural 20.
It's not for a lot, but it's something. That's an additional 12 slashing damage.
12 slash. Exactly enough to bloody the creature.
Oh, now it's bloody. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Taking strikes at it, Esmond is going to quickly glance at Kibeth, and his eyes are going to flash silver for a moment as he uses Chronal Shift on Kibeth. So Kibeth, you gain 2 AC plus 10 extra feet of movement, and you have an extra reaction until the end of your turn. As he says, excuse me, as he turns to you and says, "Don't let them get hurt." And that is going to end my turn.
Fane, seeing you're no longer covered in blood, spins around to the creature on the rocks, engaged with Casey. He grabs Grump's Tallbreaker around and comes swinging it around. Unfortunately, just sparks off of the creature's armor, but he keeps spinning, attacks with the shield. Oh, 21 hits the creature with a thudding impact. Nothing happens. Somso. Sam says, no. She actually rolls between Ava's legs and comes up right next to Casey. You see her fumbling around in her bag, and she whips out, it's like a gnarled staff of some kind. How do I report it? I can't. Okay. So describe it. Yeah, she takes up this gnarled staff. Yeah, and points it at Casey. And there's a splash of greenish light. Oh, you look like you're about to talk.
At 2, Brute.
She knows blood now. She wants it.
Some flowers blossom on your skin. And you... real quick, what's the base healing on Cure Wounds? Is it 2d8?
It's just 1d8, I think.
Is it 1d8?
Yeah.
Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Alright, so you're healed for 5. Plus... yeah, so 5 plus 2 for 7 plus 7. So you're healed for 14 points.
Yeah, Casey's standing tall on this rock with kind of soot in various places on his body. Looks down at her and gives her a wink. He's no longer bloodied. Did you say 5 plus 7?
7 plus 7, so 14.
14.
And that was her bonus action. She's going to take the dodge action, just in case. In fact, it's good because the Red Sand Carapace right there next to you, seeing her trying to heal you, turns to her. Attacks her. Oh, 12's not going to hit Sam, so she kind of blocks it with the staff and gets knocked back a little bit. And then the one next to Esmond is going to attack him again. Get 29 with potential Bane interference, so 28.
Dang, I was hoping that Allie was here. Shoot.
Huh? You need some help? You getting attacked? You need your best buddy to maybe
Yeah. Please,
Okay.
I'm so small.
Okay. Let's see. I have 2 reactions, so let's try.
Two reactions.
Let's try first. Was it Runic Shield?
So both Beth and Esmond are using their reaction.
I have 2 reactions. Alright, well, Chris, reroll that.
Alright, rolling it again. This time only a 27, minus 1 for 26.
Are you joking about using my second reaction or serious about it?
It lasts until the end of your turn, so it's up to you on how you choose to use it.
You can't use 2 reactions on the same thing, though. You just have to.
Okay, so I can't use my other ability to reduce damage?
Not on the same thing, because...
Okay.
Yeah.
Nuts. Well, yeah, that'll still hit, so...
You're looking at 41 magical slashing damage.
I'm really tired of getting hit. Cripes. Yeah, Esmond will take it.
You see some red blood splatter out onto the snow and mix with the green. Kibeth, it's your turn. Husband's in trouble.
This buck is going down.
Spotted.
Let's see if I hit Divine Smite.
Divine Smite chamber. .23 is going to hit. So we got 13 plus 5 for 18 plus 7 for 25. Anything else?
I get to hit again.
Let's do this first one first. So 25 plus 7 for bloodied, 32. I have to take off because Divine Smite's ready.
Unfortunately.
Alright. Yeah. Smash the creature with this blade. More greenish blood on the ground. Still up though, but you've got another attack.
Mm-hmm. Again, 28 to hit.
28 definitely hits.
Plus 20 slashing damage.
Plus 20.
Is that thing dead yet?
Oh, it's just barely hanging on. There's you sliced off one of its limbs. There's blood all over the ground. Carapace cracked open, but it's not dead yet.
Fuck it, I'm using my action surge. I'm hitting it again.
Action surge.
Does a 16 hit?
16 with its one limb. It parries the blow.
Can I use snack points to reroll that?
Yes, you can if you would like to.
21.
21 parries it the other way. This creature doesn't want to die.
21 doesn't hit? Oh.
Does not.
1 second.
Well, you get a second attack
Oh, I do?
because you're taking the attack action all over again.
Haha!
No! Oh no!
The dice are not with me today.
They tell a story, though.
All right, is that natural one going to stand?
Trying to decide if I want to use my last 2 snack points.
Do it, girl.
Yeah, I don't want
Survive now, play later.
Peach uses her reaction to say,
In the Feywild. Or in the Upside Down.
Let's try that one more time. I still miss, but at least it's not a natural one.
Not a natural one. This creature parries blow after blow, blood all over the ground. You can tell this creature, a fierce warrior, protector of its people. It's not going down with it.
I'm going to maybe move. I'm going to jump over this thing because I have all my movement. So I just kind of bloop,
Easy to do with your goat legs.
and I'm going to give the space for Ava to get in there and heal Husband needed. And I'll say that. I'll say, I hop over and I'm like, Ava, Husband needs you. That'll be my turn.
The one on the right does not use its reaction.
Was it in reach of me? Oh, I guess it was. Whatever. Come at me.
Meanwhile, in the place between, creature uses its bonus action to make Broken Grasp. Salinger. The 12's not going to hit Salinger. Attempt to hit him with a shearing bite. Not advantaged. I'm currently looking at a 21 to hit Salinger.
It does.
You take 21 force damage, and you're forced to expend your lowest level spell slot. Please let me know.
Still first, but that's the last one.
Creature is healed for a small amount. Back in the world. Doc, you're up.
Alright, seeing Esmond in rough shape, he was gonna go running in, trying to do a little bit of healing on him. She runs up into the center where all of the bugs are. And Ava's going to, as she's running, begins gesturing with her hand and movement.
When you do that, the one on the south will take attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's right. Let me do these in a different order then. I'm going to go full defense, and then I'm going to cast, so.
Sounds good. Make that attack. To hit, even disadvantaged.
Alright, I'm gonna use... I can use reaction on my own turn. I'm going to attempt. I'm gonna give the creature disadvantage again. It's gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. So disadvantage either way, right?
Yeah.
Make that attack first. Oh, that's gonna miss you. Nice.
And the creature is blown 10 feet. He is deafened and blinded for, I guess, this round, as he's pushed, towards... Yep.
Well, you were leaving the spot.
Okay.
Ends up there smashing into the civilian.
Oops. At least it's blind and deaf for my turn. All right.
It has to make its con save. Oh, failure.
Oh yes, so it did. Oh, you're right. It wouldn't have. That wouldn't have happened until it failed its con save, and it did fail. So thankfully, nothing changed.
All right.
So Ava sees that, and not knowing at first that she's just launched this creature behind her into the civilians, she continues running, focused on Espen, gesturing with her hands. She sort of pulls a little bit of energy into him. Yep, we're gonna do a second level healing word. So, alright, it's 21, and you're gonna get a D8 plus 5 with the chalice. Hold on. Ooh, okay, you're just gonna get, so 21 plus 6 for 27, Esmond heals 4.
Added. Thank you.
And then all of her friends, the allies, were standing near her. Esmond, Fane, and the short lady. All of them are getting +2 to their AC as she looks back, sort of entrenching herself, positioning to defend herself and others as best she can. She recognizes that giant monster just rolled over the 2 people in the back, and she's like, "Oh crap!" She shouts, "Casey! Casey, help him!" "Oh shit!" And yeah, that's it. That's gonna be the end of her turn.
Well, it unfortunately is the creature that was just knocked away, smashed into the civilians. Blinded and deafened, it just starts wheeling around with pure blind violence. So it's going to make a disadvantaged attack roll. It's armor class. Looking at a 14.
Wait. Hold on. Alright, one last time. Let's see if this can happen. Use my reaction. Hold on.
Wait, didn't you use your action?
On my turn. This is its turn.
Yes, but you get your reaction at the beginning of your turn.
Oh.
So it's spent.
Oh. No. This is real bad.
Anything else you want to do?
I don't know there's much else I can do.
I just want it noted, Esmond said for them to stay behind. I don't know who decided to bring them along.
Knowing that nothing is going to be done here.
Wait, they did stay behind. I guess one of them's not gonna have. They're gonna have a bad last day.
It seems. Unable to do anything other than watch as this creature flails around in pure violence. One of its pincers swings through and takes the head off of Willow. There's a splash of blood against Spruce. She stumbles back, eyes wide in horror, as Willow's decapitated body takes a few steps and then hits the ground, dead.
I'm going to do something at the end of this creature's turn.
It is the end of its turn.
Just kidding, it's out of reach. God damn it. Never mind.
Wait, do allies within a certain radius of Quebec get an additional like armor or anything or something?
Yeah, it's within like. Hold on.
I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see if those civilians should have stayed alive.
I think they're too far. I think it's within 30 feet. Let me just double check.
Yeah, way too
Oh,
far. And I'm
it's not armor. I don't remember what it is.
pretty sure it's.
There's more than one thing. One thing makes you go fast. Another thing helps you with saving throws or
Oh, okay.
ability
Nothing.
checks or something like that.
Nothing helps with death, I suppose.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It was my fault.
Yeah, you get a bonus to saving throws, and you can be faster. You have to be within 10 feet of me. You just feel naturally faster when you're standing close by.
Place between Peach Pie.
Peach notices the mighty Brunhilde swinging up and through the shadow creature and watches it split into two, and she just says to herself, well, god damn it. And she'll kind of get into a 3-point stance, and she will cast Shatter, hoping that it will travel up the stone beneath her to the 2 smaller creatures that are to the north.
I believe you can do that. for the little weirdlings. Who's Constitution? Two failures.
Alright, so they each take 6 points of thunder damage.
There's a deafening boom that echoes out in all directions.
Alright, but Peach will... Nope, she will end her turn.
Salinger. Wow.
I just keep swinging at this big one. A 30.
30 hits.
Alright, so 11 magical bludgeoning and 4 acid as Poppy spits at the creature.
Alright, so it's resistant to the bludgeoning, but not the acid. And you've bloodied it with the...
Okay, well, I rolled a nat 1 on the second one, so I'm going to fix that real quick with 2 more threads and come down to 2 after that.
Peach is happy to use 2 spice points instead, seeing that absolute flub.
It's up to you guys.
I'll go for it.
Okay. So as he starts to swing up, he loses his footing, and it almost looks like he's about to dig a shovel into the ground with the hammer and slide face first into this thing. Till Peach.
Literally roots for him. Sal, get on your feet! Come on!
Catches himself, twists an ankle, and spins to swing instead of diving face first into this thing. Unless I roll another natural.
$21, so much better. That'll hit.
Alright, so 13 plus bloody divided by 2.
So 20 is that's 10.
And then my bonus action will be to have Poppy glide in and take another bite at this thing. That is a 24 to
4 hits.
And much like these shadow creatures, when she bites, they are grappled, if they are corporeal enough for that to happen.
A thing you can do, by the way, if you hold shift and double click on Poppy, it should bring up Poppy's character sheet, and you can actually roll from the character sheet.
Yeah, I had the character sheet, but I couldn't figure out where to click for the attack. I'll try that for damage real quick. Okay, it was really easy. It was just the bold word. So 9 piercing, 1 acid from the bite, because her whole mouth is dripping in the acid as she's been spitting it every round, and the creature's grappled if possible.
Alright. So it's 10.
Yeah, 10 plus the bloody.
And yeah, Poppy's turn is actually after your turn, so this is a different turn. Oh, actually, Poppy, tell us a story.
Oh, perfect. So Poppy, gliding down from above, chomps down where the shifting head of this creature would likely be. And then she lands and she swings her head back and forth like it's a dog toy, and it just shakes into little motes of shadow in all directions.
All right. Some of those motes fly off and seem to congeal and become more of these little creatures. Let me make sure 11 finish.
Can you please tell me the inspiration for the names?
Oh. No, that's just the default name. It's supposed to be.
I thought there was some deep meaning.
Anything? Let's see, that was Poppy. Okay. Yeah, so the larger creature's broken down into little bits. Looks like the smaller creatures have formed from their bodies or their deaths in some way. Another thing happens. Actually, yeah, let's see that. Yes, there is the sound of cracking glass and a flicker and a ripple. And as that creature vanishes, one of those insect creatures on the real world vanishes.
I think that's good news.
Bane's broken. Wait, no, it's not. Casey, your turn.
In the chaos of these few seconds of battle so far, Casey has kind of a slow motion moment here, seeing the southernmost bug slashing about and then whoosh, taking down Willow. And he breathes in deep. The sounds of battle are just muffled in his ears. And he breathes out with a twirl in front of the creature just north of him and comes through with the flame blade once again, resummoning with bonus action. And he slashes through with just calm on his face. And it's going to be sneak attack if he hits. .26 to hit.
6 hits.
That is 32 fire damage.
And is this affected by your feet?
It is. It only makes one damage rolls of 1 and 2.
No, I mean the resistance thing.
Yes. So any fire damage.
Alright, yeah, you slash into this creature, searing through plates of armor. You can see almost like molten carapace dripping down onto the stone.
Yeah, he whoosh, stops with the sword cocked behind him, breathes deep again, and just holds position.
Desmond, your turn. You see that creature right beside you vanish in a ripple. Little crackles of energy going along the stone.
Esmond blinks, breathing heavy, gasping at disappearing. Can see Willow being decapitated in the south. And it's gone now, so he just turns. No! It feels appropriate. That creature to the south, I needed to make a con save, DC 18.
Failure, 13.
All right, we can get into the logistics of it later. I just used my racial ability trait to cast Levitate on it. And it immediately is taken up 20 feet into the air, and it stays there for as long as I maintain concentration.
Yeah, you see its limbs flailing around as it's lifted up in the air, swipes at Spruce, but just out of range.
Yeah, it's got there's almost like a heat to it, as there are like little sparks and dashes of like lightning, electricity, kind of like floating up and keeping it there. And Esmond's going to run up to that area and tell Spruce, is that their name?
Mm-hmm.
To run up north a little bit. But Esmond will end his turn by yelling, "Beth, get down here! We need to take this thing down while we can." That's my turn.
Thompson. Yeah, Somsel uses half her movement to take out her wand. She kind of holds out in front of her and she squints her eyes closed on like a Roman candle. It goes off in the face of this insect creature. Is it from 9 plus 3? And then she is going to take the dodge action again. Bane. So where did it go? And he takes the Grump's Tallbreaker. Makes a big swinging attack. Oh, and it'll actually hit. That 9 slashing. It's radiant. Radiant. He's bloodied. That creature.
About time.
He spins around, comes in with the shield. 20 of hit the creature. Barely moves. Meanwhile, the place between, out of almost nowhere, this insectoid creature spins around. Let's see, 4 potential options. Salinger. He goes right for Salinger. Oh, 18 minus 4, 14 will just barely miss Salinger. As though steered off course from some distant place, the attack barely misses. The creature flickers with a strange energy. Nothing happens. this creature is badly hurt by Casey. His flaming sword spins towards and makes an attack. 26 to hit Casey. 34 magical slashing damage.
Yeah, you can't stop that.
I mean, I could try.
Do you want to give it a roll? Do you want to use your...
Casey's not bloodied?
Not bloodied.
He's not bloody.
I'm gonna save my last use of it, sorry.
34 magical slashing to Casey.
I can reduce that. Down to 17. Casey bobs and weaves, taking a bit less damage. He is, I believe, bloodied again, though.
Kibbath, your turn.
So there are 2 left alive. One that's bloodied in the ring with 4 of my friends, and then one further away by Esmond.
Yeah, the one down by Esmond's like floating up in the air, flailing around.
And on the like where it's standing, is that like a cliff rising up, or is that like a plummet on the other side?
Plummet on the other side.
It sucks when you don't have anything you can do from far away, she says. I run over to Esmond. And I'm going to cast Warding Bond on him. I'll use my action for that. And she says to him, "Stop getting hit, dummy! You're not allowed to die!"
Yeah, and that platinum ring, which you're already wearing, if I remember correctly, Esmond.
Yeah, I gave it to him. And then she says, "Stay close." And then she looks up at the floating bug quizzically. I think that's all I can do. Let me double check. Yes. That's it.
Meanwhile, just between one of these little weirdlings comes running down behind Salinger. Oh, natural one. Salinger, why don't you describe to us how you take free damage against this creature?
Salinger's a little taken aback by the massive insect appearing in front of him and stumbles backwards just in time to see this weirdling trying to swing at him, stumbling in front of him, and he just swings a hammer down at it. Just a fortunate cross.
Automatically hits. Just roll damage.
$11.
Knock the little thing. You see its body marker. Meanwhile, this one to the south leaps up and makes an attack against the insect creature. badly. But because it has another friend nearby, it's a second attack. Now, you see this thing jumps up and just chomping on this insect creature, but can't get through the armor. Meanwhile, another one moves down and attacks Salinger. Looks like a 21 to hit for 14 force damage.
Oh no, that hit.
Because it has a friend nearby, it also gets down.
Sal is bloodied from that hit.
And the second one is a 16 to hit, which looks like an achieve for another 17 plus 7. Wow. So this thing's 20 feet up in the air, is that correct, Esmond?
I actually misread the spell. I thought it said that it automatically went up 20 feet in the air, but it says that you can move it up to 20 feet in the air. So I actually probably would have put it something like 10 feet in the air, most likely, like out of immediate attack range of us, but like close enough for me to like move it down quickly on my next turn.
Okay. I see. But you wanted it to be out of melee range.
Correct.
Okay. Now this creature, does it get to remake saving throws?
It doesn't say anything about the spell. Let me link it again, but I double checked and it did not say anything about saving or saving on preceding turns. Yeah, an unwilling creature that succeeds on a con save, on a Constitution saving throw is unaffected. Otherwise, the target can levitates up to 20 feet, up to 500 pounds, can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach.
Interesting. Yeah, so we'll go with that for now. So it just flails around in the air, unable to reach anything, slicing blades, like, just a foot short of your head, as it just wheels around there. I'll take the dodge action. Doc.
Yeah. Seeing Esmond run past towards the creature, she sees it floating in the air. She shouts, she's like, "Esmond, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And she continues to stay in full defense, and it's just gonna try to push this little guy off the cliff here. She's gonna give him a little push.
Come on, shove.
A little shove.
That's what kind of save is it?
Strength. Yep. She's too strong. But yeah, she's like, Esmond, get back here! What are you doing? And stays there and is like, everyone, just focus on the one that's here. And then she looks sort of at the corner of her eye at the decapitated head and sort of shakes her head, trying to concentrate, and brushes it out of her mind.
Yeah, you see Spruce covered in blood. It's just screaming. How's it run? Peach Pine.
Peach watches as this insect flickers in and doesn't change her plan at all. She's going to cast Shatter at the space between the two creatures to the south, the two weird ones, and hopefully hit the insect too.
Yeah, I think you can do that. What's the radius in Shatter? Is it 10-foot radius?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. Constitution saving throws. Oh, failure from the insect. Natural 20 from that little guy. But a failure from the other one. So this one nearest you won't take anything, but full damage to the other two. How much damage are we looking at?
.3d8 thunder. I will roll it right now. 9.
Alright. Peach Pine, as you destroy the insect creature, please tell us the story.
So as Peach watches this insect flicker into existence in front of Sal, another enemy for him to take down, she sees Sal injured, bloodied, and she just knows to keep her distance, but that she can help. And she puts her hand to the ground and casts Shatter along the stones, trying to aim for the two weird creatures, but taking out the red sand carapace. And she'll holler up to Sal and say, "Hey, are you doing all right? You don't look amazing. I mean, you look fine, but you know what I mean. Are you okay?" And that will end her turn.
Should she roll cutting words? There's some damage in there.
Alright.
Psychic damage.
Getting hit with the blast. One of these little shadowy creatures vanishes. Appears right next to Peach. It's going to make a shearing bite. Does a 17. Yeah, it looks like a 17 will hit you unless you're going to change something.
No, that will hit.
Taking a 19 force damage, you must expend your lowest level spell slot.
Okay, Peach will use her uncanny dodge to half that.
Okay.
And Sal will use an ability he hasn't used before. Spirit Shield. And it's going to reduce the damage to Peach by another 2d6.
Excellent.
And these spectral armored figures basically just kind of blink for a second and block some of the damage with a shield and then dissipate.
Like it.
So that's 8 plus 6 blocked.
That reduces it.
All right. Peach will take 4 damage and expel 1 spell slot.
You see that shadow creature next to you seems to be healed. Soldier, your turn.
Sal is going to shake his head back and forth a little bit, spitting out a little bit of blood from the knock he took to the face from that force damage. And is going to use Heroic Fortitude and take the dodge action. Which heals him for a d12 plus 4 plus the healing bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a feat, does it count my full character level or just the class that took that feat?
Full character level. I can't remember. Did we have? I think we're saying, yeah. So if it's just a character feature like a feat that's not attached to a class, you just do half of your full character level.
Okay, so he ends up healing for 17.
Nice. Still bloody.
And then his bonus action will be to have Poppy, he'll growl at Poppy, and she'll dive over to the one that attacked Peach.
Move Poppy where you would care to. I tried to find a token for Poppy that's not like facing a direction so that you can rotate it, but none of them look nearly as good as that one.
Ooh, 15 misses, right?
Yeah, 15 misses. Chomp of jaws. No success. Anything else on your turn?
Nah, that's all I can do.
Casey, you're up.
Casey still in this Zen state levels the flaming sword again and whoosh, quickly slashes up through this creature with sneak attack. Slashes up through, and the wind whoosh, kind of blows up, but doesn't hit the creature. He doesn't react. He's still just calm.
Yes.
It's my turn.
Esmond.
Concentrating on keeping this thing floating in the air, Esmond is going to step out of the way so that Kibeth can get up in its space and use his action to oh no, this is gonna be a little different actually. He holding the pommel of the sword, he kind of flicks his thumb against the opal in the pommel, almost as if he's striking a lighter, and a spark erupts that he holds in that he manages in his hand and throws it forward, casting firebolt at the levitating creature.
So I can move where you want to. 19 just glances off the armor.
Casey doesn't turn to see, but as the flames illuminate the sky behind him, just the slightest smirk comes over his face.
It wouldn't happen to be at advantage because the creature is kind of stuck in space, would it?
No, I think, honestly, levitate a second level spell, having this much utility is already a lot, so probably not additional.
That's fair. I will go ahead and use 2 spark points in an attempt to re-roll that. $23 to hit.
23 will in fact hit.
Using that first damage, it will be 23 fire damage, which will be reduced because it's resistant. And that will be my turn. Oh, no. Moving aside and launching the firebolt, Esmond will say to Kibeth, "Get in there and let's finish this thing off. We gotta move."
Does Casey's smirk fade?
Fade? No.
Gets bigger?
I imagine the re-rolling is him just throwing a second firebolt that hits this time. Yeah, so it gets a little bit bigger.
Somsol is going to... she doesn't anywhere. She's doing disengage. Take a step back. Creature is going to take attack of opportunity against her. It's going to hit Somsol. You see, is there something to interfere with it before I finish?
She does she's +2 AC. I know.
However, something does help. And Oh, wait. Against a creature, yeah. Can't do that. Yeah. Looks like it's hit for 36 magical slashing damage. Red blood splatters across the snow. Softla's in terrible shape.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Go! No, she changes what she was going to do. She is going to shake that gnarled staff. Herself. So. Hey, look at that. So 10 plus 7, 17. She looks a little better, still bloodied. Then she is going to stick staff on her belt, pulls out her slingshot, draws it back, fires at the creature. Pink bounces off. Bane spins around Grum's Tallbreaker. 22 hits. Damage, including bloodied and a little bit of radiant. Creature's still alive. She spins around with the shield. No! It's gonna use his long-held inspiration to reload. Oh!
Hey.
Much better. 26. 9 magical bludgeoning. And a little bit of radiant. And the creature's knocked back. Wait, your size or smaller? No, too big. So it can't be knocked back by shield bat. Red Sand Carapace so far definitely still the most threatened by Casey. He's going to make an attack. Okay, the 27 to hit for 25 magical slashing.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that.
And then if you're bloodied, plus 7.
I think I can reduce it though.
Okay, so 32 divided by half.
Do we add the bloodied first and then divide it? Or
Yeah.
divide it and then add bloodied?
Bloodied first, then divide.
Okay. 32 and a half, 16. Yeah, Casey has pretty well covered, soaked in blood, but isn't showing any pain on his face. Still rather stoic, with a slight smirk.
Kipbath, you're on.
At the end of the turn of the creature that just went before me, I'm going to actually use my ability because, damn it, I'm in range this time.
Ah.
One moment. I forget what it's called. Story of my life. That one.
Stone
Make a
Ring.
wisdom saving throw. Let me double check that save DC though. It's 15 now. 15!
Wisdom saving throw. I'm not great at oh, they're okay, wisdom. Bad passes.
They're okay. 27.
Oh, okay.
It's a decent
Well,
roll.
worth a try. Let me just tick that off my chart. Tried that. One day that'll work. Alright, on my turn. I'm going to move closer to this creature floating in the air.
Alright, and you being so much taller than Esmond, you are in melee range.
I assume I can stand there. It defaults me. Alright, sure. I this thing floating pretty close to head height for her, and I attempt to just take a stab at it.
You swing the greatsword.
28.
28 hits.
That is 21 damage.
You hack into the creature and just goes spinning in the air. Just bladed limbs flailing in all directions. You're definitely hurting it.
You know, I'm gonna. She's mad at these stupid things, and even though it won't do much damage, I'm going to cast Searing Smite, which should be my bonus action. Oh, that's not supposed to roll. It's not supposed to. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm thinking of Divine Favor, which also does radiant damage. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Yeah. Let's do just a teeny bit more.
Okay. So yeah, so you're on your next attack.
25.
25 hits.
So that's 17 plus one more from the radiant is 18.
You have bloodied this creature. As you hit it a second time, it's spinning even faster now.
She just, like, does a facepalm, and it's like, why won't these things die already?
Back in the place between. The body on the ground flickers with energy and vanishes. The entire world. I'm so sorry.
I have bad news for those that are in the Underground.
Yeah, so the body there on the ground, it's occluded, flickers, and it's gone. And back on the real world, you see a crackle of strange energy, like you've seen before. The corpse appears. It looks as though something strange. It's almost like it exploded from the inside out. Wow. This creature takes a bite at Salinger. For 19 force damage.
Owie.
Because he has a friend nearby. Takes it. And you are, once again, forced to expend lowest level spells.
Oh, that's my last spell slot then. So second level.
Alright, and it looks as though this little weird creature's healed. A second attack. For 18 force damage. And then the south goes after Poppy.
That creature gets disadvantaged.
Oh, disadvantage. Okay. And 19. Will that hit 19 hit Poppy's armor class?
19 is Poppy's AC, yeah.
Okay, so Poppy's going to take 15 force damage. Second attack is not an attack. Oh, and it actually has a friend nearby. So it attacks Poppy again. 16's going to miss Poppy, though. And then the other one by Salinger makes an attack. Oof. 20 points of force damage if it hits.
Yeah, it hits.
It's going to make a second attack. For 13 additional damage.
Sal looks the worst he's looked in... Well, since right before he disappeared.
Jerry's in bad shape. Peach, you can see blood on the ground. Back in the other world. This creature flails about in the air, unable... Oh no, it can reach Kaveth. It lashes at Kaveth. 14's not going to hurt Beth. Doc, your turn.
I just realized I took the dodge action last round. Those should have all been disadvantaged attacks against.
Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see. How many did you get hit by? You got hit by 2, right?
Well, 2, and then they got the buddy attack. Is the buddy attack an auto hit? Because if not, that would have been 4 total.
Yeah, no, it's not an auto hit. Okay. I'm just gonna roll 4 real quick. Okay, so anything missed. It's a miss. Miss. Alright, so you're actually going to heal back 2 of those.
And that's like 35 damage or something.
Yeah, I think it's... I'll let you do it, but it's the... it's the first and third attack that missed. So just scroll back up and heal back for those.
Gotcha. Yeah, so the 19...
I'll let you do that, though, so I can...
Got it, yeah.
Doc, your turn.
Alright, remind me how many constellation points I would need in order to get back a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh, let's go look at our phone.
I couldn't find it, I'm sorry.
4. It's the level +1.
Okay. Yep, Doc's gonna use 4 of those to get back a 3rd level spell slot. She's gonna shout down and be like, Esmond! Be smart! You took it out of the fight! Help us to get the one that's hurting people! And then she's going to drop her full defense. She's going to cast Aura of Vitality, and people are going to get some health. I'll roll for that. It's going to be Casey first, and then little friend lady.
All right. Give it a roll.
It's 25 to Casey and 17, I guess. Yeah, 17 to her. I can't remember her name, sorry.
Somsel.
To Somsel, yeah. And she's gonna be like, if everyone fights this thing, people can not be hurt. And that's
no
good.
longer bloodied.
Yeah, and that's okay. And that's the end of her turn.
Peach, Pine, you're up. You can see Salinger still in bad shape. Not as bad as you imagined him to be moments ago. It's still pretty bad.
All right. This thing is still near Peach, but she can still see the ones near Sal. So she's going to try one more time to send a shatter underneath Poppy and avoiding the shadow creature closest to her, avoiding Sal, and hitting those two northernmost ones with shatter. She's going to upcast it to 3rd level because she is out of 2nd level slots.
Okay, I believe you can do that. So I'll roll some saving throws. Just roll your shatter damage. The con, right? Oh, okay, a natural 1 and a natural 20. So the natural 1 is double damage, the natural 20 is potentially no damage, if those stand.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that natural 20 can reroll.
Alright, what are you going to use to make it reroll?
I'm going to use my inspiration, which I've never used.
Can't use... Oh, wait, saving... No, inspiration you can use... Let me think about this. Yeah. Can I use it on other people's attacks? Wait, no. Interesting. Yeah, we've been inconsistent with that. Let me think. Give me a second. Okay, inspiration. Let me think. Okay, for right now, we'll keep with what we did at least this session. I'll think about it. But yeah, for right now, you cannot use an inspiration on other people's roll.
Okay, then I will use 2 spice points.
Okay, 2 spice points. So re-rolling that natural 20. Still a pass, but not a natural 20. Okay, so 40 damage to the first one. Peach, tell me a story.
So I imagine as Peach watches the insect carapace just kind of flicker out of sight, she sees Sal more clearly and sees him in very bad shape, and the 2 shadow creatures bearing down on him. So she aims her attack at the creatures coming from behind them, hoping that the shatter will hit them and not Sal. And she watches as it dissolves one of them entirely.
Excellent. Anything else on your turn?
No.
One of those 2 creatures, so good at attacking in pairs, gone.
Sorry, can I actually use my bonus action?
Yes.
I will give a Bardic Inspiration to Salinger Moral.
Alright. That's a D8 now, right?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Almost as though in vengeance, that little creature next to you makes an attack at you. There's a 15 just barely gonna hit Peach. Looking at 16 force damage, and you're forced to expend your lowest level spells.
I will reduce that damage by 2d6.
Excellent.
And I will use my... Oh, I wait to use my bonus action to have it.
Reaction, you mean?
Oh, reaction. I haven't used that yet. May I have the damage?
Yes.
So I don't think I take any.
Let's see. So Salinger's reducing by 9, is that right? Yeah, you guys can do it that way. Let me think about that. No, I think the halving will have to be applied last. No, but you could declare it in different orders.
I mean, usually it's whatever's worth for the players. We can just do it that way.
But it was my turn, so I should be able to apply mine first.
Well, it's not your turn. It's
Oh,
the creature's
right.
turn.
You're right. It's the creature's turn.
Oh, so the creature should know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to think about, like, there's an order of operations thing here, right? So, like, if you take -9 and then divide it by half, you obviously would take something.
The question is when we put it on the stack.
Yeah, right? It's magic guidance. So whoever goes last, theirs happens first. Yeah. That's good. So you'll take half of math. Half of 7. Yes, you take 4. Take 4.
I still have heroism on myself, so there goes my additional hit points.
There it goes. Okay. And then, Salinger, your turn.
All right. He is beat all to hell and is going to be swinging pretty wildly at this one, hoping that he can take it down and get over to Poppy and Peach in time. So 12 plus bloody bludgeoning damage.
Oh, this thing's in bad shape.
You're right. Poppy will use her reaction, seeing that it didn't go down and sensing the urgency of the moment and doing a D8. Firing a line of acid for full damage at this thing. Alright, as the hammer strikes this thing, it seems to repel it back for a second, still alive, holding on, gritting its weird, wavering, shifting teeth, and then gets smashed right in the face with acid and just melts into a little puddle. Sal will run up, doing a second attack, and say, oh, boy, I missed having you around. $17 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, so 14 bludgeoning damage.
Smash the creature. Really effective.
Then with my bonus action, right as Poppy hears his words of praise, she chomps on this thing. And misses.
Snaps, but the creature is standing just a little bit to the left. It's 11. It's 11:06. Are you guys good to play for a little bit longer? Because you're so close to done with this.
Let's wrap it up.
Casey, go.
Casey. Yeah, Casey is still calm over his face as he focuses inward on a moment as a child with his uncle Topaz, who's training him in combat. And Topaz, Alcio, chuckles heartily to himself. Young Orthocles Feldspar, your fire burns wild and bright. You will no doubt be a fearsome foe on the battlefield. But you are no Diamante Carbonado. You cannot save everyone. And Topaz pauses for a deep moment as Casey scowls to himself. You cannot save everyone. Not yet. And present Casey slashes through with the sword.
I'm gonna give you inspiration on that attack.
Ooh, with a bit of sneak attack. He will take 15 fire damage plus bloodied, so 22 fire damage.
Tell me a story, Casey.
Yeah, Casey, the sword has never felt more right in his hand as he just slashes through quick and clean. The creature just severs in two and careens down the rocks into the little ravine below.
See it tumble off the bridge, smashing on the rocks.
The sound of battle comes back into Casey's ears, loud, and he whips his head around to see the creature floating up in the air. And he's like, right, let's finish this. That's my turn.
Husband,
people dying, people getting hurt terribly. Esmond is feeling harried all around, and until Ava's voice kind of cuts through. He knows that he heard her before, so he's going to run. He's going to dash over that way, and as he's running, seeing the other creature begin to fall off the cliff, being struck down by Casey, he's going to turn and, just like before, almost like striking a lighter, takes his thumb across the pommel, catches a spark, and tosses that, launching a firebolt at the levitating creature. .25 to hit for 17 damage, halved to 7.
Down to 8.
Plus bloody, so 15 total.
Creature's in bad shape. You can see greenish blood sizzling.
And he stops. Everyone looks okay. He just kind of nods towards Ava and O, ending my turn.
Samsa runs down. No, get away. She takes out her. She's got her slingshot. Draws it back. Plinks harmlessly off of the creature. And we just use half her movement to stow it away and whip out the wand. Shakes it. Squints. 3 bolts go far. As these magic missiles hurl through the air, hitting the creature, it swells up and then explodes. Green blood all over Kippa and Spruce.
I want to stress that while the blood comes falling down, all the pieces just stay floating in the air. I'm not dropping that yet.
Okay. They're all floating. Alright.
We did it.
Good work. Good work, team. We can move on.
Well, the upside can.
Yeah, I know.
So Thane says, "No, we have to move. There's so many more of them coming. Let's get to the temple." He starts running up the.
Oh boy, is he going to be disappointed.
We'll be safe inside.
Nothing can get us in there.
It's a holy place.
Okay, give me quick roleplay of the group on the top side, as you guys are getting ready to move to the temple. Assuming that's what you're doing.
Yeah. As they're kind of regrouping and I imagine clustering before they move north, each person just sort of has little bits of energy sort of flowing into them as Ava is sort of going throughout the group and each person is just being healed.
Kibeth is covered in green blood and she's just standing there like...
Chris, did we spy that person that sent these bugs down the path to us?
You did.
We saw them.
It seemed to be it's like an insectoid creature, but not quite like these. It was different, and it was wearing, looked like robes. And there was a greenish glow from beneath its hood.
Ava's also runs down and looks to Willow and the other person's?
Spruce.
Spruce. Looks to Spruce covered in gore. She looks at her with sympathy and looks down at the body and says, someone, I guess, and she not realizing there's much time, sort of kneels over the body and looks up at Willow and says, is there anything, Spruce, she looks up at Spruce and says, is there anything, do you want us to bring anything? We don't have much time. Is there anything on him that you want?
Spruce is just screaming, covered in blood.
Yeah, she stops with the body and goes over to her and sort of tries to hold her hand and sort of puts her hands on her face and is just trying to calm her down.
Esmond sheaths foresight and kind of readjusts himself after getting some healing and just looks towards the direction of where the robe-like insect humanoid creature was, and just...
It did seem to have many legs, just like one of these things, but it wasn't quite like them.
And we'll turn and seeing everyone. That's the thing, I think. That's the thing that I saw in my vision. One of the visions that I had. It's responsible for what's happening here. We need to go stop it and save Araya. Get Peach and Sal now.
Casey is holding that last slash that he did at the end point, and he holds there for a couple beats after the battle has ended and says quietly to himself, Yet. And then starts running up the path with the others.
Okay, back in the place between. Final showdown. I've taken everyone out of initiative except for Salinger and Peach and these two creatures. Alright, so I'm curious. One of these creatures, its attention drawn by Salinger, turns. Makes a bite at Salinger. Oh, this is a natural one! Oh! Salinger, describe to us how you get a free damage.
Start remaking this space. Then let's see. So Sal is charging in to attack, and this thing like leaps up over his hammer to attack him, but falters just long enough that he swings the hammer up with it and catches it underneath.
Bring the bike a little closer, Meekin.
Oh yeah, I forgot to pick it up.
Alright, roll your damage.
$15.
15.
I have not added any rage damage this entire fight. +3.
You've bloodied that creature. He hits the ground, but its body vanishes and it's standing upright again. Each your turn.
I'm sorry, I need just a second. Kate was expecting that to kill the thing.
There's one right there next to you.
Yeah. You know what? She's going to target the one right next to her, and she's going to go with an upcast of dissonant whispers.
Ooh. And it's gonna make a saving throw. Wisdom. 19. Looks like it's gonna pass, but I'll take half damage.
5.
Yeah, some good damage. Anything else in your turn?
Oh, actually, sorry. I did have to upcast it, so when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage increased by 1d6. So I'm going to have to increase it because I only have additional spell slots.
So you're rolling
Should I
1d6.
Roll one more d6.
Yep.
Whew. It's a good one.
Let's see. So it was, we'll call that 11 plus 5 for. So we'll call that 8 plus 3. Right. Anything else in your turn?
Peach will use her bonus action to disengage with this thing and dodge a little bit east.
Okay, where are you gonna move? There's big rocks on a cliff. You can move a little bit.
Oh, just like up and away from the thing.
Excellent. So you put your back to the cliff. You can as your heel scrapes against the stone, little bits of debris fall off into the abyss. That creature.
Right, that'll end it.
Though you move away, Poppy is right there, and the creature can't miss the opportunity to attack Poppy. So, tries. Poppy's gonna take 14 force damage.
Okay. Never mind. I already reduced damage this round, didn't I?
Since your turn.
Yes, I don't think it's come back to his turn yet.
Yeah, so I don't have a reaction back yet, so she takes the full damage.
And because it does have a friend in combat, it's going to take a second attack. 13.
Oh, Poppy. I'm going to use 2 threats to reroll the attack.
Oh, a 12, that's gonna miss. He's still standing. Salinger, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to remember to use all my abilities on this final round of combat, and he is going to attack with favored foe and rage damage if he hit.
25 hits. So 13. Tell me story.
Okay. I was still rolling the extra damage. So, watching Poppy narrowly escape getting attacked, Sal swings the hammer sideways like a baseball bat and just sends it over the edge of the cliff as it fades into nothing as it flies over the edge in the distance. And we'll charge at this one with a second. 14 misses, but I have exactly 2 threads left, and I really want this fight to be over, so I'm going to go down to 0.
You know what? I'll go down to 0 for you there.
Either one's fine.
Peach uses her spice to support.
Make a new attack.
Worse.
Worse.
But I have a bonus
No.
action, which I will use to make Poppy, well, to kindly ask Poppy in a growling tone to attack this.
Oh,
There you go.
Natural 20. Looking at 10, 17.
And grapple.
Alright, creature's bloodied. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Peach Pine, you're up.
Peach is gonna take a breath and kind of call out to Sal and say, I don't have much, but I'm gonna go one more time with this. And she is going to attempt Dissonant Whispers one more time. She's gonna upcast to level 3.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. They're not great at it. 17. Oh, just barely makes it. So it'll take half damage.
Alright, but I'm casting it at level 3, so I get to upcast it by 2, I think, because it's a level 1 spell.
Additional 2d6. So that'll be 5d6 total.
Sorry, I only rolled 4, so that's the 5th one there.
So 21 plus 7. 28 divided by half 14. Oh my gosh, this thing's barely holding on by a thread.
Wait.
What? What?
Poppy uses her reaction to spit acid.
Puppy, go!
2. Damn.
2 damage. Puppy, tell me a story.
Woo!
Peach did all the work and nearly destroyed this thing. And then Poppy turns at the last second, almost callously, almost instinctively, kind of like if you spit out your gum on the sidewalk and spits acid at this thing and it dies.
It's gone.
Peach runs and hugs Salinger.
He takes 1 point of damage. No.
He says, ow, and hugs her.
The creatures around you seem to be gone, and up a winding set of stairs awaits the facade of mockery of the temple of the Maiden thrice.
Let's get inside.
Dang. That was a fight.
As you, I'll give you guys just little bumps. As you guys head up the stairway, each of you in your different worlds facing a different large archway. knowing that there are more creatures coming from behind. You can't linger for long. There's no time to rest. There's even more of these things on their way. As you pass through the archway,
Oh, good.
Fuck!
for you, a great pool of water. Standing on the far side for one group of you, an enormous carapaced insect. You catch a glimpse of that robed thing on the far side of the room as you enter. It glances back before heading through a doorway, exiting on the northern side, leaving this giant creature in your way, along with something smaller, an insect not very similar to the size of things you've seen before. This one too is different. It's not colored like the others. Something strange about it. Meanwhile, for Salinger and Peach, strange simulacrum of the Temple of the Maiden thrice. On the far side, you see a strange serpentine creature. No, it's a person. It must be 12 feet tall. Its head is many, many serpents. And each of the eyes amethyst in color. It's got its back to you, and you see as it moves its clawed hands, there are different portions of this version of the temple that keep changing form. Statues change, details about the facade change, as though it's trying to restructure what this reality is. It pauses, sensing that you've come into the room. Beside it, hovering in the air, some enormous floating thing. Something meant to be in the sea, like a shark. It moves in the air like it's water. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's all downhill from here.
And this is why I've been conserving my spell slots.
It ate ours.
I know. I have no one
Yeah, that's
left.
for that.
You guys have been conserving.
How long did it take us to walk up there? Like how many rounds?
I think full 8 hours is.
Yeah, was it enough time
to go.
for us?
8 hours, right?
Okay, so relaxing
little
triple
nap.
stairs.
We totally ducked into, like, you know, Araya's quarters and took a long night's rest, right?
Yeah, it's been like a week.
I was serious though, because I can drop a D12 plus 10 every round, every 6 seconds on the way up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, realistically, probably to get up those stairs, yeah, I get like 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. So I'll drop some D12s before next session starts.
Damn, is Salinger just healing as he walks up the stairs?
Yeah.
Fun, this
I'll
is
have
cool.
I'll have a
ahead,
cool
make
narrative
yourself.
description of that at the beginning of next time. It'll be fun.
God damn, Peach is like, okay. You're not gonna be here next time though.
Oh, that's amazing.
So,
Peach, you got
That's
this.
even better. Yeah, so I'll have a really cool description of how he's healing, and then he just blinks away.
Yeah. Casey will also not be there next week.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
This is
I'm like 50-50 myself. We have a kids party that we're putting together on Saturday.
Yeah, how convenient.
well,
Yeah.
It will depend on how far along I am on that.
Just don't fucking come. Yeah, no, that birthday party, that's gotta happen. Both you and Sean, you're busy next week, man. That's unfortunate.
We're
Not
all
those birthday parties, those kids, right?
we're all busy till Jess gets back.
Yeah, we just need healing. Good game, guys. Good game.
Yeah,
That was wild. That was tough.
it's tough.